Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Mod 5 video. You join us at Penarth on the lovely Cardiff City Network route, and for once we're going to do a bit of rain, which is probably more typically Welsh. So let's get the doors shut. We are due out of here now. Does this work now? No, that's still not being fixed. And yeah, I think we're all stops. I think literally all the services on here are all stops, and let's get going. Get the wipers on as well. But yeah, I thought we'd do a bit of rain as we're in Cardiff, because we don't really do rain very much. That's quick. Is that like a slow? Where's the wipers on there? Where are the wipers? Oh, there. That's better. Yeah, we don't want them going really quick. Oh, that's too quick. And that's too quick. That will do. And on our 1.4, we're in the squished end as well, which still doesn't have any labels for the controls, unless it is like that in real life. GSMR still doesn't properly work as well. Do a little brake test quickly, just before we hit Dingle Road, which is not that far away. And we're just the one coach as well. Look at that. So it's 35 miles an hour here as we come up to yeah, Dingle Road. Funny old place, isn't it? Dingle Road. Cool. And here we are, right down to the end of the platform here. But we have got to be careful because it is a bit slippery, so the brakes won't really be as effective, or at least we might slide a bit, which is not ideal. So you have to download this on Xbox. At some point we'll do it on the Xbox, although I'm not as sort of worried about this one, as performance wise it runs fine. Where I say North London line, it was sort of like, oh, will it run better on the Xbox or not, which it was literally the same. But I might do this on Xbox at some point. Yeah, this one again is on the PS5 Pro. Here we're at Dingle Road, which is How Dingle. I suppose How probably is road. That's probably not how you pronounce it either. Cool. Are we ready to go? I think we're ready to go. And then down to Grangetown. Yeah, Grangetown. Still don't get any guard buzzes either. Hope they are added at some point. Sort of surprised the GSMR doesn't work on here yet. And again, should there be labels for the controls, or as this is like the squished cab end, is that not there? Because there was an update, well, I don't know when this video is going out, but there was an update about a day ago as of recording this. I'm recording this on the 24th. On the 24th I'm recording this, of March. And there was an update a couple of days ago, or yesterday, at some point there was an update. So I thought this would have been fixed, but not yet. Right, warning for the 25. Green light as well. You've got to be careful of that signal. We're coming up to it a little bit quick, because it could be red. Someone then clears you onto the main line, I think. You've got Cogan Station literally just over there. You can actually see it really clearly. Yeah, that's Cogan. Hang on. No? Yeah, that's Cogan right there, isn't it? Yeah, as you just said, that's Cogan Station. Get really sort of clear shot of it. Oh no, that one. No, that one can be red there. Yeah, that clears you onto the main line. So you'll be careful. Cool. And there, the little squished end. Why is the cab light on? Let's get that off. Not that it made much of a difference. Literally no difference, but keep it off. Cool. It's a fun little train to drive though, this one. Lovely. Although I never seem to get the double one. Like the first look we had the double 153. Since then, haven't found a double 153 service, or at least the ones we've been doing. Probably nice to get a double one at some point. But on their own, they're quite cool. I know, what's everyone's favourite train been on here? The 150 or the 153? It's such a hard choice because, I mean, they're so similar. I mean, this is a bit different this end, but you know, they're both sprinters. They're both, yeah. It's tough to choose between the two which one I prefer because they're just similar. As we come up to Grangetown, the speed comes down just, you know, still 40. I know, 153 or 150. Yeah, it's sort of a tough decision, really. There's also the 150 does basically every single service, whereas the 153 doesn't go to Cardiff Bay in the game. Not sure if it's meant to, but yeah, it doesn't go to Cardiff Bay, whereas the 150 does, and that's like, ooh, like sort of gives it an upper hand. Right, single yellow. So I think that stops us before the junction across towards Canton Depot and then up to Cardiff Central. I might slow down a bit too quick here. Come on, Grangetown. There's the 30. And there's 20 after the station. Right, here we are, so we've got to be careful with the signal, though that is a bit further up. May even be approach control as well. Okay, but yeah, this is Grangetown. The slightly nicer Grangetown in the game. The other one on Tees Valley just looks like a dump. Come on, train. Getting a bit slow. Where's the stop marker? It's annoying when it's on the offset side. It's like, there it is. Cool. Right, this is Grangetown, and we are on time as well. Basically on time. The loud psh of the doors. So we're going up to Heath High Level, I think. That's where we're going, yeah. Cardiff Queen Street and then Heath High Level. Here in the lovely rain. It feels, yeah, a bit slightly more typically Welsh than blazing sun as we've done for like every other video. Alright, come on, let's go. Lock doors. Again, can't see the signal, so I suppose you would just dispatch out of here. Right, let's get going. Don't think there's much of a hill start, if any, here. So next signal may be red, although will likely be green, or it's approach control, so we'll go green once we get a bit closer. But obviously we can't really assume. Let's get a shot of the train as well. Yeah, welcome to Cardiff. A rainy Cardiff. What side do we get it from? That's not really focused, is it? That's... well, it's some sort of focusing issue. I'll do it manually, maybe. There you go, get one on this side as well. Yeah, some sort of focusing issue, or at least with the autofocus. If we use the... there you go, that works. Not that I really want it on that side, but there you go. Yeah, the big station next. Which is literally what I'm loving about this route. There's just so many different combinations and services you can do. and they're not like an hour long each. They're like, you know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And the sort of the unit diagrams are also quite nice. So sort of the Pontypridd Cardiff Bay services, once they've been to Cardiff Bay, they then go back to Queen Street on a shuttle, go into the terminating platform there, and then go back to Cardiff Bay, then back up to Rudder. Yeah, so the unit diagrams are quite cool on here. Well, I think the Corriton services, yeah, I think the Penarth to Corriton services, I think they generally stay the same in terms of they just go there and back all day. Oh, we've got a single yellow. And again, it's just the mix of trains as well. It's not just one train. I go 153 or 150. Although the 153 is a bit more limited to the 150. The 150 can go from like 4 AM in the morning to near enough midnight, whereas the 153 not as late and not as early. So there must be less 153s realistically. It's got a red light coming up. It's 15 miles per hour as well. It'll come down to. Oh, we've got green now. There's the Millennium Stadium. Looking cool. Oh, let's get another shot. Nice. Oh, we won't for that, possibly. There's a 150. Is it a double? Yeah, it's a double one as well, which is another sort of cool thing about this, is the fact you can do a 4-coach 150. Which on West Cornwall local, I don't think you can do. So the 150 sort of, I don't know, just feels used better. It feels better driving it on here than on, Penzance to St Austell. So it's modern as well. Single yellow up there. As we come into the main station on the route, which a lot of people have said does feel fairly quiet. I mean, yeah, it's not busy. I mean, it's a HST coming in. But then I suppose we don't have a GWR IET, which if fingers crossed we do at some point, then it'll be chock-a-block. And also someone commented saying that they said they would be 197s and 67s with Mark 3s or 4s. No, the way that was worded was that services which do have the 197s and 67s in real life will be substituted with a 150 or 153. You're not going to see 67. That would be cool if you did, but you won't. There's a castle set, or wannabe castle set. Right down the end. Cool. There's another 153. Little dog box. Not a bad stop. That right on the marker. Right, here we are. This is Cardiff Central. I was thinking, why is there not a platform 5? Like, it literally goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6. Like, what happened to platform 5? Why didn't they just put 0 as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Like, what's going on? You'd have to be slim to fit in here, wouldn't you? You can fold up the chair as well if you really want to. There you go, you can fold that up. Let's sit down. It's Cardiff Queen Street next. Looks like it's going to route us into platform 5, so that is 15 miles an hour into there. Right, let's get the doors shut. Well, it does say we have a red light apparently at the end of the platform, but we don't, so let's go. Unless it's thinking that's behind us, which it possibly. Right, let's go into 3. Does pull away quite quickly, doesn't it? Is that 5, 6 and 7? Okay, out we go. Out of Cardiff Central, under all of the electric wires, which we don't make use of in any way. Would be cool one day to have the South Wales main line though. Maybe how they did it originally on Train Sim Classic from Bristol Parkway and Temple Meads to Cardiff, and then they later extended it to Swansea. That'd be quite cool. Maybe backdated as well, potentially. I don't know, for Welsh routes, what would you want to see next? Well, actually, no, let's just narrow that down to if they did a route in South Wales, what would you want to see? So that's sort of like the, I suppose, busier area. So I suppose for well, I was going to say for North Wales there's sort of less options, but you've got North Wales Coastline, Conwy Valley Line, maybe some of the heritage railways up there. Whereas South Wales you've got all the valley lines, Swansea, Fishguard, all that sort of stuff. I don't know, if we saw another, if we saw another Welsh route, what would you want to see? The Heart of Wales line or something? Something which goes on for hours. Right, up to 25 momentarily. And as we're coming, well, I said we're coming into 5, so yeah, I believe that's 15 miles an hour. So I think that's the far end sort of platform. I think. Yeah, 5. Yeah, if you're coming in, if you ever get routed into 2, it's 15 miles an hour, and then coming into 5, it's also 15 miles an hour, and then coming into 1 is also 15 miles an hour. Well, as you should be going at 15 coming into 1. There's another double 150 in there. Bit disappointed that we can't see any 150, 153 lash ups. Haven't seen any of that. So unless maybe they do that in real life, don't they? But yeah, in the game you can't see that, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I haven't seen any yet. I've done a fair few services on here. And here we are, this is Cardiff Queen Street, sort of the second station of Cardiff, which is right next to Central. And we're on time. Yeah, 30, well, actually we're a little bit early, look at that, even better. We're due here at 37:30. And we got at 37:02. Cool. Well, that's still mixed up as well, the TPWS normal thing. That the way to go normal is isolated, it's vice versa for whatever reason. So still a few things in here which don't work properly. Right, let's get the doors shut. Oh, and someone mentioned that the R may be Rimney? Was it Rimney? As in that's sort of the route. Right, oh hang on. Guard. Let's not forget about the guard. Right, let's go. Man, let's go. Right, we're off. Was that 3 or was that 4? That's 5, I think. Now we'll pop it back. Yeah, it's just like it's learning all the route indicators. Just seeing where that one would go. Fairly, yeah, Rimney. That's probably what the R stands for, doesn't it? Rimney line, or I'm assuming. How long does it take to get to Rimney? Well, Rimney to Cardiff? 54 minutes. Who'd want to see like a full section of one of the valley lines? It would be an extension to this route in some way. Right, up to 65. Let's just go full whack and let it come alive. It's been quite a nice service this one. Nice to do it in the rain as well, because we don't often do that. Markers have got very dim. There it goes, little 153. Cool. Don't get any of these in the southern region. Well, apart from the Network Rail testing trains, which are, I think they got a couple of 153s. There's one in like a blue livery, which is like Network Rail, and then there's also one in East Midlands Trains livery. Sometimes you see it knocking about. Not sure where they're based, possibly Eastleigh. Eastleigh and Tunbridge maybe. Or Paddockwood. So we get a little bit of speed on this section, not too much, but a little bit. I doubt we're going to get up to line speed. In fact, we're definitely not doing that. It's coming out of Queen Street. It's uphill if you're going to Heath, and also if you're going to Radder. So once you leave Cathays, you can't get up to 70 in the 150. Or at least in the double 150, you can't get up to 70 before Llandaff. I tested it, and well, it didn't work. You don't have much time. You literally have no time to stop for Llandaff. Right, won't be too far until Heath High Level. You'll see the Corriton branch going off quite steeply down to the left. What's that coming? Is that another 153? Or was that is that 153? Yeah, another 153. So we'll start coasting once we get past it. We're only going 50. We're not going that quick. So we'll coast it, and once we get to the points, we shall apply the brakes. As we're still going uphill, so we're going to lose speed anyway. I don't think there's any. Is there any stop marker here? There's the Corriton branch, which goes off down to the left. A little bit of breakage, just a little bit. So yeah, it's quite sort of steepish here. Oh, there is a stop marker, but right at the end. Are there missing stop markers on this route? Comment below. It's like Queen Street, like I think it's the S-car stop is like right at the end of platform 2. Which if you're a one coach train, you're like completely, away from anybody. Are there missing stop markers? I'm sure there'd be like an S-car stop at the end there. Wouldn't just be 3 to 4 and then that's it. There we go. Wow, that is another service on the Cardiff City Network. Another enjoyable one. They're just easy and simple to do, and nice to do in the 153. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Links, usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards. Oh, the Penarth service is cancelled. Brilliant. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye, guys.